Oh. And share the screen. Okay. Om Pranaya Namo.
Om Pranaya Namo.
Yasya Sarvamidam Vashe.
Yasya Sarvamidam Vashe.
Yo Bhutah Sarvasyeshvaro.
Yo Bhuta Sarvasyeshvaro.
Yasmin Sarvam Pratishtitam.
Yasmin Sarvam Pratishtitam.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Okay, so I will change the Shanti part maybe the month after. So start memorizing it. Okay, so can you do a recap? Quick recap, just 3 verses are there. So the 10th one, no, 9th one.
It is the ninth one.
Yeah, Indrastvam Prana Tejasa.
Okay, let me do it. It's very, very simple. Looks like very, very simple.
Good.
Okay. Indrastvam Prana Tejasa. So this, once again, it is a continuation of the other senses praising the prana.
Yeah.
And here it says that because of your energy or tejas, you are like Indra. And then because of your ability to protect Parirakshita, you are like Rudra. And you are like the sun traversing the sky. And you are also, the light.
No, little bit of this is there. Tvam antarikshe charasi. You travel in space.
In space, yeah, correct, space. And then you
Surya.
travel in the space. That's the first one. And then it is the, you are like
Like Surya. Like Surya.
Suryastvam Jyotisham Patihi. So you are like the sun because of the tejas or the light.
So what does light mean here?
Okay, the light here means does it have a inner meaning?
Yeah. The senses. So the senses are indicated here as Jyoti. So Jyotisham Pati, when it is said, then you are the protector of the senses. Why the senses? Because the senses illumine the being. They are the ones which give us information about our environment. So therefore, they are seen as giving us light.
Light being the knowledge, or
light being knowledge, the light of knowledge. Okay. Okay, then the next one. Yadatvam abhivarshasi.
Okay, I'll take that up.
Oh, okay. The two takers here.
Wonderful. Okay, I am not choosing. Please, one of you.
Oh, no, Uttara has to decide.
Okay. Go ahead, Deepa, go ahead.
Okay, so the literal meaning is that, I mean, again, we are talking about pran, that when you rain, your subjects become happy because they feel that there will be enough food which they will be able to consume. So this is a literal meaning. And or the samashti view that you were talking about what happens in the universe. Now, when we relate it to our body, It means that when the pran starts it supports or sustains our body and our sense organs and our entire system, and it's able to consume. So that is the subtle meaning. So this one was simple.
Correct. Perfect. Okay, Anuj, next one.
Yeah. So Vratyastvam Pranaikarshiratta Vishwasya Satpatihi Vayamadyasya Dataraha Pitatvam Matarishvanah. So if we again take the parallel with respect to outside our own body, then it's about the sunlight, of course, or the you can call it the general light that God throws, in which case it is describing the ultimate illumining Lord as the one who is not touched by karma and things like that, that samskaras that touch normal human beings. And but if we take it in the within the body sense, this is indicating the nature of Atman actually a little bit in the prana, that it is actually without the samskara. The samskara is something slightly outside of it in the subtle body. And then Ekarshiratta Vishwasya Satpati, you are the one Rishi, like the ultimate Rishi perhaps, and then you are the Lord of the Lokas, okay, the ruler of the Lokas. That's the aspect. If we take it for prana, it is in the sense of not only though you are untouched by samskaras, you still are the Lord taking care of all the aspects of the well-being of the body, Atma combined, that you are ruling as the Atman or the Prana. Okay, that's the sense that we get. Then Vayam Adyasya Dataraha Pitatvam Matarishvanaha gives a little sense of, though we as the physical elements consume this food and provide for the nurturing of this body in that way, but you are really the one who is enabling it as the father aspect, Pita aspect. And as the little bit of Mata aspect comes in Matarishva, but it is more about the prana that is moving in the space, that is in the body space or in the celestial space, so that Anda and Brahmanda sense can be brought out in these two aspects.
So Vayam Adyasya,
and that is in the yajna we give the dana to the ultimate Matarishva. That is one type of dana. Another is the food we give to our own body in the internal aspect.
So that food is being eaten by prana. That is why prana is a atta.
Okay.
Okay, so Vayam Adyasya Dataraha Tvam Atta Asi.
Okay.
And
atta, where is that?
Prana Vratyastvam Pranakarshir Atta.
Oh, I don't know what I'm reading. Because the first line, first pada only has it. Correct. Atta is there. Yes.
Okay, and ek also should be read as somebody who needs no support. So prana is supporting everybody. Everybody is supported by prana. So prana itself does not need support. Okay, so a little bit of you can see even some contradiction here, that in the second line we are saying that we are providing you the food and you are the eater. So what does that mean? That we are supporting you and that is how you are surviving. But that is the
I think it is the remaining senses maybe telling, at least we are doing your poshana, something like that. As a pity to themselves.
That indicates that the prana is dependent on them in some way, right? But prana is not dependent on them. This is just another upama which is being given. So it should not be read as or let me put it one way. See, there is a prana which is the subtle prana, which does not require anybody. and there is the bodily prana, which if you stop eating, your life will go away. So that bodily pran, the pran which has now is now being seen in your body as the breath, or in whichever way the being is breathing, quote unquote, that is being supported by food. But the subtle pran does not require anybody, and everything else in the body is actually dependent on the breath. Breath is foremost, everything else comes next.
Okay. In the sense that we don't say prana is dead, we say the sharira is dead, prana has moved on. That sense, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll move to the next one.
I have a question.
Now, go ahead.
Sorry for interrupting. What is the word Matarishva
Matarishwa. So,
mean?
Yeah. So, see, the first word is from Matra, which is the root of Mata. Okay, and this is in the 7th case, which so it means in Mata. Okay, and Mata by itself does not mean mother to start with. It means something which makes, which creates, like Nirmata. So Nirmata, as you understand, somebody who constructs, a constructor. So like that, Mata is also that meaning only. So because the mother creates the child in her own body, that is why she is called Mata. Okay, so Matari in Mata. Now here in Maturishwa in particular, Matari means Antariksha. Why? Because Antariksha is the one which gives room for everybody to get created. So in a way, it is the biggest creator. It is allowing things to be constructed. It is giving space for things to be moved around and to be constructed. So that is why Antariksha is also called Mata. And Matari means in Antariksha, and Shwa is the short form of Shwasati, breathes. So breathes in Antariksha. So here Pran is the one which is breathing, quote unquote, in Antariksha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Welcome. Any other question is there? No. Okay, let us go on to the 12th verse. Yate tanurvachi pratisthita.
Yate tanurvachi pratisthita.
Ya shrotre ya cha chakshushi.
Ya shrotre ya cha chakshushi.
Ya cha manasi santata.
Ya cha manasi santata.
Shivam tam kuru motkramiha.
Shivam tam kuru motkramihi.
Okay, this is another nice verse. So the senses, they after having eulogized prana so much, they say, oh prana, that form of you, tanu. Tanu literally means body. So body for the prana, it does not exist. Therefore, we take it as form. So that form of you which exists in vachi, in the speech, pratishtita, which is well established in speech, ya shrotre, which is established in hearing, ya cha chakshushi, which is established in vision, ya cha manasi santata, and that which is spreading in the mind. Because the mind has functions which almost as if they go out of the body, and you can think of anything at the end of the universe, you can think of something. So that is why here it is said, and that form of you which is spreading in the mind, that all these forms. That means that prana is actually permeating all of these. Shivam tam kuru. Please make it auspicious for us. Make it conducive for us. Ma utkramiha. Don't try to exit this body. Please continue to live in this body. Please don't try to exit the body. You remember we started off with Pran getting trying to
Angry.
get out of the body in a huff. Okay, so that only now we come back to that story and we say, and all the senses are now here saying that please don't exit. You are so important for us. I continue to stay over here. That form of you which is there in all of us, please continue to make it a happy form, something which helps us. Again, you must notice over here that we have only 4 things which are listed, which we have been seeing from the beginning here. That 4 things are coming up again and again. That is speech, your vision, your hearing, and the mind. So again and again, the sage is telling us in an oblique fashion that these are the 4 which are the most critical parts of our being, of particularly a human being, but for beings in general as well. But because the human being uses the language so much, that is why this vak and shrot become even more important. And of course, mana is at the base of those. So mana also comes in over there. And chakshu is, of course, overpowering sense, which really, without having eyes, it really becomes very difficult to live. So, as you can see, we are coming up to the end of the chapter. Any questions here? Okay.
There is a prefix line kim bahuna. Is that the Vyakyakara statement or is that there in the original thing?
It's not there in the original.
Oh, it's a Vyakya. Okay.
Okay, then the next verse is something similar to the Shanti path that we have been doing. And you will see the exact correlation between the two. Pranasyedam vashe sarvam.
Pranasyedam vashe sarvam.
Tridive yat pratishtitam.
Tridive yat pratishtitam.
Mateva putran rakshasva.
Mateva putran rakshasva.
Shisha prajnam cha videhina iti.
Shrishcha pragyam cha videhina iti. Naha iti prayah kila.
Yeah.
Na would make it not negative.
Iti pare asti ityatah na abhavat. Okay. Pranasya idam vashe sarvam. Everything is in the control of prana. Okay, that we have gone over again and again. So I think you need no explanation. When the prana started moving out of the body, everything started moving out because prana only is controlling all of them. Tridive yat pratishtitam. So diva refers to Dulok, but by extension here it becomes lokas. So all the 3 lokas, whatever is situated in all of them, that is controlled by you. So obviously this is again the samashti view which is there. When we look at the vyashti view, then we are saying that the 3 lokas which are there in our own bodies, why that which is the solar loka, that is the Dhyuloka, okay, is mostly that which is in our senses, that which is illuminating us, okay, and all energy forms which are there inside our body, those are all part of Dhyuloka. Then Antariksha Loka. Antariksha Loka, there has to be space inside our body. That all that space is called is Antariksha Loka. Then Prithvi Loka. All the solid parts which exist in our body, those are part of Prithvi Loka. So all these three lokas, they whatever is situated, that means everything else in the body is controlled by prana. Mata iva putran rakshasva. Oh Pran, please protect us like a mother protects her son, that is her offspring. Shrishcha prajnam cha. Shri is wealth and prajna is knowledge. So our wealth and our knowledge, please give it to us, grant us, ordain wealth and knowledge for us. How? So the karmendriyas provide for Shri, because we need to perform actions in order to be able to attain wealth. So that those are attained through karmendriyas, and jnanendriyas provide us with jnana. So they are also powered by prana. So that is why these two things, which are the most important parts of a human being's life, are mentioned over here. All are
They
very
didn't foresee Prajna giving money like today's upside down society.
no, but actually, prajna is the basis of wealth in developed society. So that is why in our civilization, we always give much more importance to brain over brawn. While in the rest of the world, at the same time, brawn was being given much more importance. And those were the uncivilized countries. And slowly, as they took, civilization um, um, principles from India, they also became slowly civilized, and brain has now become important. Uh, on the other hand, if you are talking of techies and stuff, so see, even for techies, just by knowing it is not sufficient. You have to be able to apply it.
True. Application part, yeah, correct.
Yeah, so you have
And
to
ET is like a chapter closure type of thing here.
Yeah. And end of the request as well. So end of the, you can say, since the time that the Indriyas started talking, and they are, since then they have been talking. Since we were on when the prana started leaving, and they
Oh, the
started,
Vakya closure of
uh,
the remaining Indriyas talking to
end
Prana.
quote. Yeah, end quote of the Indriya speaking.
Okay.
Okay, and of course the chapter closes with this. So any
So
question?
now the Rishi has put completely in the mouth of the other Indriyas.
Yeah, it's a parable. Okay, so in the first chapter we looked at which are the things which create life. Okay, which are very important for life to come into being. It's true that the sun is required for sustenance as well, and time is also required, and so on. So those same things which led to the creation of the being also help in its sustenance, no doubt. But they are the ones which come first in terms of creating of the being. So that was covered in chapter 1. Now in chapter 2 we looked at there were 3 questions which were there, that which are the devas which sustain this body, which are the ones that illuminate, and of them which is the best, the most important of them. So those Maharishi Pipalat has told us that all the 5 elements, the Panch Mahabhutas, are the ones, are the devas which make up your body. That is why there was a sentence which I had left in Indrastvam, Prana Tejasa, where I said that Indra is the Puranic meaning of that is that you are the Lord of the Devas. So if you read the Devas as the ones which Pippalad has said, not the Puranic Devas per se, which are personified forms of Agni, Vayu, etc., but Agni, Vayu themselves, then that is what is also being said over there in this sutra. So there, so Maharishi Pippalad says that all the 5 elements are the devas which make up your body, and the Jnanendriya and Karmendriyas are the one which illuminate. Those are the devas, the special forces which illuminate. And then he has gone on to tell us that Pran is the one which is the most important of them all. By means of a parable, he has shown that if Pran is not there, nothing else is there. There is no life itself. Okay. So shall we start with our third chapter, the third question?
Sure.
अथ हैनं कौसल्यश्चाश्वलायनः पप्रच्छ. Okay, let me break it up. अथ हैनं
Atahanam
कौसल्यश्च
Kausalyascha
आश्वलायनः
Ashvalayanaha
पप्रच्छ
Papracha
भगवन् कुत
Bhagavan Kuta
एष प्राणो
Esha Prano
जायते
Jayate
कथमायाति
Kathamayati
अस्मिन् शरीर
Asmin Shariram
आत्मानं वा
Atmanam Va
प्रविभज्य
Pravibhajya
कथं प्रातिष्ठते
Katham Pratishtate
केनोत्क्रमते
Kenotkramate
कथं बाह्यम् अभिधत्ते
Katham Bahyam Abhidatte
कथमध्यात्ममिति.
Kadamadhyatmamiti.
Okay, so now Kausalya Ashwalayan, the son of Ashwal Rishi from Kosal Desh, from where Kausalya was also there, Rama's mother. So this Ashwalayan, he is the third last. As I told you, it's in the reverse order. So the third last student asks Maharishi Pippalad, Hey Bhagavan, Kuta esha pranaha jayate? From where does this pran arise? From where is it born? Katham ayati? How does it come? Asmin sharire, in this body. Atmanam va viprabhajya, and pravibhajya, and splitting up itself. How does it situate itself in the body? Katham pratisthate.
Where did he assume Pravibhajana? I mean, this is interesting. The student himself is putting, saying
Actually,
it takes Vibhajana.
No, it was said. Prana itself had said that I split myself and situate myself in the body.
Oh, it was there. Okay.
Remember? In the last chapter only it says in this third one, Ma moham apatya athaha atha aham eva etat panchadha atmanam pravibhajya etat banam prashnapya vidharayami.
Panchada.
Yeah, panchadha.
Arthat pranadeva indriyaha iti arthe api bhavati tatra.
No.
Na tata.
No. Evam no.
Panchapranaha iti yad vadamaha tat panchada.
संख्या एका एव परन्तु तत्कारणात् एव मत् चिन्तयतु मा चिन्तयतु यत् प्राणात् एव इन्द्रियाः जायते.
न तत् शरीरस्य भागः ते.
आम् परन्तु जन्म कारणम् अन्यत् एव.
शरीरं तु पञ्चभूतानाम् आगमनेन तिष्ठति इति तत्तु जानीमः.
आम्. See, from mana, if you see, when you look at the order of creation, no, then at the point of ahankara, it splits the chart into two. And the Indriyas are on one side, which are supposed to be made out of Satvik Ahankara. And the other bhutas are supposed to be made of predominantly tamasic and somewhat rajasic Ahankara. Okay. So prana comes a little bit before this, I would think. Or you can say it may be the precursor of karmendriyas. But again, it is not given in, it is generally talked about as Vayu, but Vayu comes, it's, Vayu is a very gross form of prana. So that doesn't fit in that well, but as per that, it is a Mahabhut. But obviously, there is something subtler than that as well, which is prana.
Yeah, excellent. Sorry, Bhagini, I had to cut in the middle because I was surprised that this now you have clarified about. So you have to continue with that Pravibhajya Katham.
Yeah. So Jayate Atmanam va Prabhivijye Katham Pratishtate. How do you sit in this body having split yourself? Kena Utkramate. How does it go away? How does it rise up? How does it get out of the body? Katham Bahyam Abhitate. How does it support what is there outside? That is outside the body. Katham Adhyatmam. And how does it support that which is inside the body? Okay, so you can see a lot of questions have been asked. So there's a total of 6 questions. And if you have Goyanka ji's book, he has mentioned that all these questions are those which would naturally arise in somebody from the previous answer, which Maharishi Pipalad has given. So one should not have any doubt whether the Upadesh which Maharishi Pipalad is giving is being heard by all the 5 students or not, by all the 6 students, sorry, or not. It is clear that they're all listening. I mean, some people have strange doubts. Obviously, they are all listening to each other's questions and answers. So anyway, so the
and I am not, because I doubted the student.
Okay, so for him only Goenka has answered. So then, so these are logical questions, as you can see. He has asked from where does pran itself arise? How does it enter this body? And in this body, you said that it is split up. How does it split up? And what are the places where it sits, having split itself up? Then how does it get out again? And then these 2 questions may not occur to us immediately, but it says that how does it support that which is outside? That is, what is its external form and what is its internal form? Okay, so this is an exciting chapter. We will be discovering more about pran, but I must tell you that I also have only so much knowledge of pran. So please don't ask me beyond this. Okay.
I think we need to start a new session.
Oh, yeah. Right. Let me end this.